All right, welcome to another episode from the chart readers. Rarely do I cover a sector back-to-back days, but I mean, look at the candle on Tilly today. All right, so it hasn't been easy remaining bullish on weed. All right, I can be so honest about that. All right, we've had moments where it looked like it wasn't gonna go. We stayed flat for about a week and a half. Like I'm telling you, I've been very bullish here for a minute, and it has not been easy to do. But today was an important step, to say the least. All right, obviously 7%, not the biggest of numbers. We see some silly things, right? But oh my goodness, right? So I'll obviously talk about that a little bit more. There was a request to throw ACB on. I will include ACB onto this video for sure. But yeah, before we go any further and I give you more of my thoughts and opinions, what are we going to do? Same thing we always do, right? We'll take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how these things are setting up short term. Excuse me, we have our 5 moving averages. There are horizontal support and resistance lines, as well as the occasional diagonal trend line that I do draw manually myself. And then when we are done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please subscribe to this channel, share this video online with your friends, comment good or bad if you disagree. I'm telling you, anything you can do helps me so much with these YouTube algorithms. But for real, just being here and giving me your time, I am so grateful for it all right? So look, again, I got to start with saying I've been bullish on weed and it has not been easy. Okay. The 8 moving average by no means, I mean, it's going up, obviously we can see it now, but it's not like it's one of those like violent up ones, right? There are a lot of moving averages. And I mean, let's be honest, right? We've almost been dancing back to this 151 line not that long ago, right? So it hasn't been easy maintaining bullishness on weed. And look, I see the comments, and a lot of them came actually yesterday too, just kind of saying the weed sector sucks, the weed sector it's bad. Like, listen, I've been essentially making videos for months and months talking about how bad the weed sector is, right? Like, I'm not here pretending that's not a fact. What I said yesterday, and look, I rarely say go back and watch videos. I will put the reminder right here around 2 minutes 40 seconds. But yesterday's video, I mean, again, even yesterday's video staying bullish wasn't easy because we saw the crazy day on Wednesday. Again, I'll flash it really quickly just in case you didn't see it, but that's a scary Wednesday for the S&P 500. That's the same scary Wednesday for the Dow Jones, right? And I mean, today was a little baby red, but either way, right? Like, it's been difficult, and today did what it needed to do, right? But there's still more, okay? And I am so glad we got over the first line, right? The fact that we actually physically closed over the 200. Again, look at the box over there. The 200 sitting at 217. We are 2 cents over, sitting at 219, right? So super glad we actually closed over that. Right now, there are 2 lines very close. That's a cluster in my head. Normally, I call the cluster 3 or more, but 1 line is hard to break, let alone 2 that close, right? But I love that we wick them both basically back, right close to each other. I love the close. Give me Monday. Give me Monday, give me Monday, give me Monday. And again, what do we got? We got a nice MACD in the positive. We got a real healthy 56 on the RSI. That can go up a lot. And again, I've been talking about this average volume 50 days, okay? There was a moment where it was just very comfortable down here. All of a sudden, all this big volume makes the 50-day go up, and it's impossible to hit it. And you can see it, like no volume was even coming close to the white line. All of a sudden, we're right back in that healthy number. All of a sudden, we're getting a bunch of good little candles breaking that line. All of a sudden, we get a nice one today, right? So listen, I know that the weed sector has been it's seen a lot of pain. I am very aware that the federal laws are very much set up for this industry to not win. right? Like there is no other industry where you can't move stuff between state. Like it's a very loud extreme, but imagine if Apple couldn't sell phones across states. They actually literally needed to make a brand new headquarters in a new state just so that they, like, come on, get out of here, right? Like the rules are not meant to help any of these win, right? Even Canadian. I know I'm kind of talking about US as a whole, but again, it's just there needs to be more. And I also mentioned on last week's video, right? But like we're in an election. I think actually someone even on the Discord, give me a second. I think someone mentioned Biden news. Yeah, look, Biden issues pardon for certain stuff, right? Again, do I really think this was a real big thing that actually brought this giant candle? No, not really. But I think this continues to echo what I said yesterday, that look, we are in a very, very hot, very, very, very tight, like, I don't really know, I'll be honest, I don't watch a lot of politics, so it's not like I would anyways, but I actually don't know who's going to be president next year, or yeah, it's next year, right? I think so. Like, I really don't know if Biden's going to get reelected. I really don't know if any of these Republicans are going to win. Dude, there's, what's her name? Haley something, right? Like, Nikki Haley, Nikki something. I'm like, dude, it sounds like there's a real shot she might be our first woman president. Like, I'm telling you, I don't know who's going to win, but I believe we're going to see more things like this, where Biden does stuff to seem weed friendly, where Republican candidates do things to seem weed friendly. Because again, we've seen too many states approve recreational. We've seen way more states than expected approve medical. We have seen some incredibly red and conservative states actually say, let's bring weed into the, right? Like there's a lot of money that can be brought by tax. Like this is good. And I think more people are now starting to see that, right? So again, I'm bullish on weed. And look, I'm also as bullish as I am. Believe me when I say it, I'm not talking about $3 yet. I am not talking about $5 or anything higher yet, right? Like there is still a lot that needs to happen. I mean, we can see it. This 200 moving average line is no joke. Even if we just keep zooming out, I mean, yeah, we've been over it before, and it's good to see that. We've basically been from October to, let's call it July, June. Right? Like it's been over it for a bit, which is cool, but clearly way, way, way longer under that line than over it, right? So the 200's no joke. Even if we get over the 200, there's going to be some things, right? But again, going from 2 to 3, that's a big percent, all right? That's a really big percent. So slow and steady isn't a bad thing. And one more thing, I'm so grateful it's a little easier to keep my bullishness going strong. Because again, I'm being real honest. It has not been easy staying bullish, but it's the one thing I keep stressing, right? There has never been a clear confirmation or a clear signal that screamed, hey, stop being bullish. You know, this moment right here was, sorry to zoom in and out so much, I hate doing that. This actually was, because that's a bad candle under the 8 moving average, under all 5, and that's actually a real bad confirmation. I know I was scared come November 9th. I think since November 9th, it's really easy to say I've been very, very bullish. And one more time, man, just keep doing the job. That's all we're here for, all right? The next one I really want to talk about is CGC, and I'm not sure if I was wrong about CGC or not. So the biggest thing I'd been saying for, almost a week now, actually, was, look, I am very bullish on weed. I am very bullish on the weed sector. I don't know if a good weed sector will help CGC. And today makes me wonder if I'm wrong. All right. Like, again, 2 things. Number 1, I'm always louder about being wrong than right. Okay. And I think both sides of the screen can learn a lot, right? But to me, reverse split is death. Reverse split is always death. I am not a fan of 1 for 10, 1 for 2, 1 for 200, whatever the reverse split is, right? I really felt like even if weed stocks went up, CGC would actually still keep going down, and CGC would come to this 405. CGC might lose it and go to all-time lows. Like, I am not pretending I didn't say any of that. I'm not pretending I thought that up to last night. Today was a good day, okay? But you know, we're not here to let one good day kind of dictate the rest, right? We need confirmation. And in all honesty, maybe we'll make a good move up to 580, maybe even 6. All right, maybe we can take the 5 and the 50 and the 20, right? My concern is these 3 lines. I don't know if these 3 are going to be really hard to break. I don't know if it's worth kind of waiting until 650 and then basically going from 640, 650 all the way up to hopefully 8 something, right? Like, that's maybe how I would play this. I don't think there's a bad move from 5 to 6. I mean, that's basically a 20% move right there if it actually happens, right? Give or take, right? It's not the full dollar, but I think excuse me, I think I would want to get over those 3 lines and then hopefully go to the 4th one, right? So more than anything, I need to see what Monday does. I'm at the very minimum, like I said, I'm sitting here wondering if I was wrong, right? Like, I am by no means a perfect trader or like the best or even the top like 2,000, right? But yeah, I had a theory. I might be wrong on it. And hey, that's the beauty of this, right? I'm not here to put my feet in the ground and like, you know, I'm here to adjust when the things tell me to, right? And I think come Monday, we'll see what come Tuesday, obviously Monday's closed, right? But come Tuesday, we'll see what my thoughts are. And then, yeah, I think more than anything, I would love this over 650 more than anything, all right? So Canopy, CGC, let me know your thoughts and opinions. Let's come into SNDL real quick. This is nice, all right? I literally was talking about how this reminded me about Tilray. Tilray has a big candle. This has a big candle, right? I don't know why I zoomed in so much. I apologize. I really would have loved this to close over the 200 moving average just like Tilray did, but hey, I love this candle. I like the wick attack. I mean, we've been talking about the 50, right? Stopped it right there, stopped it right there, seemingly was able to take it right there. And again, the same volume comments, right? We were way too high. We were unable to even come anywhere remotely close to it. Now, all of a sudden, we're just living above the line, right? Which is a great thing. So if this can get over 163, dude, that thing's it should do some beautiful things, right? So I'll keep my 167 line there. I don't think it's going to hurt, but yeah, over 170 could be a really, really nice number. Someone mentioned, yeah, I can easily see it. I haven't zoomed out much and said this, but yeah, someone basically mentioned that we were completely horizontal on this like 151 line from March all the way through now. I can easily see that being, I mean, an incredibly accurate statement, right? Horizontal trading is not something I like, all right? At that point, just put your money in the bank. That thing's going to go horizontal and you're going to have way less gray hairs, right? But I would much rather stay horizontal than go down, right? Because again, you know very well SNDL knows how to just keep going down, not necessarily hold horizontal, right? So I think the fact that, sorry to zoom in and out, dude, I've been doing that too much today, but I think the fact that we've seen so much down, 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 and then a quick minute of horizontal, that might in some way maybe be a little bit of an indicator of strength. Not maybe strength, that's probably a little bit extreme a word, but again, I would rather do this than do this, right? So again, just some food for thought. I know for a fact I have not zoomed out and made that comment before, but yeah, I can easily see it, right? But again, the same thing I said on yesterday's video, it feels like something different's about to happen to weed. It does. Like, it feels like next year could be a really interesting year. And you know I'm not here to be a fanboy, right? Like, I'm not here dropping good videos for no reasons, just for views, right? Like, there are technical things I'm liking. I'm liking Tilray's movement. SNDL has really had a lot of different moments where it actually like almost identical to Tilray charts. Like, I remember there were videos after videos after videos where I was actually chaptering SNDL with Tilray because I was just repeating the same comments, right? So I'm liking things. I really am. And coming into high tide, look at this, right? Again, it's not as massive as I would have liked it, but we are in the process of going over and staying over all the moving averages, right? Look, today's Friday. I hate Friday trading. I assume Friday's going to be nothing but a sea of red, right? So this is holding above the lines. Give me some good Tuesday action, and there you go, right? So high tide still over the lines. Again, it's a good thing, right? Just give me a little bit more. And then lastly, let's take a look at ACB real quick. So ACB, today was a big candle. Today was a real big candle, right? And again, kind of the same, like, this thing is fighting with three very tight moving averages, and it's actually crazy to see the 50 actually go under things. Like, that's actually not good, right? Because again, with SNDL, the 50 was actually over it the whole time, okay? It never slipped below the 8 or the 20, right? With ACB, that's clearly not the case. We slip below, and it's a weird little mix of three, all right? That said, today breaks three moving averages. If Tuesday's going to confirm, we're going to be coming up to 51 cents. Hopefully, we're going to make a run of 53 cents, right? Because ideally, we've gotten over these three, and we're going to come up to the next one, which is the 100, right? So, look, when the sector feels good, hopefully it rises the rest of them. And man, again, dude, I can't believe it's bringing up CGC, which just, RS, right? So let me know your thoughts and opinions. A little bit of a quicker video, but I hope good things come really most of 2024. All right. Thank you.